Hello, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So let's start today's class. So students, what you have done in previous class? What we were doing in previous class? Anybody? Just think what we were discussing and doing. Let me show you a question related to that. Then you would be able to know what we were doing in our previous class. Okay. There is a question in front of you where you have to answer in true or false. That is the sum of any two angles of a triangle always greater than the third angle? First answer this question, then I'll be giving a brief idea what we have done in previous class. Yes. Yes, students? Yes, you are guessing it right. If you are giving the answer that is true, then you are absolutely correct. In the previous class, we had discussed about the property which was sum of any two angles or sides of a triangle, it will be greater than the third angle. Okay, so this is what we had done in our previous class. So this statement is satisfying totally, so the answer will be true. Okay, so students, what are you noticing from this image? It is a triangle. What kind of triangle it is? What would be the name we would be giving to this triangle? Yes, few of you might know this, and other would be quite confused of it. Like you can notice they have shown an angle also, which is saying that it is making an angle of 90 degrees. So to this kind of triangles, we call them as right angle triangles. Also, we would be discussing about the Pythagoras theorem. So our today's topic is right angle triangle. Let me write on the board. That is the this topic is right angle triangle, and we're discussing about Pythagoras property, or we can say theorem. Okay, so this is what our today's topic is: understanding about right angle triangle and Pythagoras theorem. Okay, before starting this, let me share the learning outcomes for today's class. That would be, after the completion of this lesson, you would be able to prove the Pythagoras property or the Pythagoras theorem. Then you would be able to define the concept, how this Pythagoras theorem works and what is the functioning behind it. Then you would be able to identify the right angle triangle. Then definitely you would be appreciating the use of right angle triangle in real life where this is used. Then you would be able to solve the problems or questions which are related to the right angle triangle and Pythagoras theorem. So let's start our class. So yes, so this is a right angle triangle. You have to make it sure, you have to understand that what this right angle triangle is all about. It is having some property, like there should be an angle. First of all, let me draw the right angle. First of all, we would be drawing the straight line here. We would be giving the base to this triangle. That would be straight again. And what is left? That is the longest side. That would be the longest side. We will be discussing it in the next sections, that what do we call to these longest side. Now you can notice that they have drawn an angle here, that is like this, that shows that it is an angle of 90 degree. So this is one condition of right angle triangle, that is the angle should be of 90 degree and it should be straight. Okay, straight to the base. We can also call it as perpendicular or right angle triangle, which is making an angle of 90 degree. Okay, so here's a question in front of you. Read the question carefully. Which of the following can be the sides of a right angle triangle? What do you think? Which of the side can have a right angle triangle? If we are drawing a right angle triangle, we are giving one side that is 2.5, 6.5 and 6. I want you to draw this on your notebooks and check it out. You would be doing it. I would be receiving the responses. You can also comment in the chat box or comment box that did you solve it or not. I'll be waiting for your comments and I'll be reading it later. Were you able to solve this? Which of these would be concluding in it in right angle triangle, or they are not including in right angle triangle? Okay, I'll be checking later. In this case of right angle triangles, identify the right angle. You have to identify. You would be drawing these three of triangles while giving the dimensions with the help of ruler. Then you would be noticing that are they making right angle triangle or not. Okay, so yes, will be I'll be noticing it later and replying it on that only. So students, what about this triangle? What could be the name for this triangle? You might be saying that it is a right angle triangle because again there is a 90-degree angle. Also we can notice that there is the longest side also, base is also here. What do you think? We can give some another name also to this. Let us understand that. That is a Pythagoras theorem. As I said that I would be discussing the name of the side which we give to the right angle triangle. Here you can see that in the right angle triangle, the sides have some special names. I told you that the sides, we won't be saying that it is A, B, B, C, A, B, B, C. If you are discussing it with your friend that your friend you are calling or you are discussing the question, you would be saying that triangle has a side that was A, B and B, C. You are not sure that what are the dimension or labels your friend has given to that triangle. Like here I have given ABC to this, ABC to this. Maybe your friend have written A and B here, then C here, isn't it? So you won't be saying just take the dimension AB. Maybe he or she would be taking AB as this. So this is why, that's why the names are given to the triangle of a right angle triangle, that is hypotenuse and legs. So we would be understanding about the side which are opposite to right angle, that is A. Here let me tell you about the this triangle first, that is A here, that is the hypotenuse, that is longest side of the triangle, and other two sides would be the legs of this right angle triangle. So you can notice this triangle on your slide, and let me draw it here as well for better understanding. The size of the screen so that it would be more visible to you. Here you can see that the triangle they have drawn is this is like this. They have given the base which is quite here. Then they have given the names as B to this side, A to this side, and C. Now this is the longest side A, so we will be calling it as hypotenuse. That means A is the hypotenuse. And what about the other two sides? They are saying we would be calling as legs. So we can say that B and C are the legs of the triangle. Okay. So this is how we can give name to this. Okay. So I hope you have understood this now. Now find the unknown length of x in the following figure. There is a figure which is given to you. You have to find the x of this figure. How you would be solving the x here? Can you solve the value of x here? If yes, then how you would be able to solve it? Is there any rule or what? How you can solve the value of x? Now this is what we're going to do next. That is how we can prove it. Okay. So it says that all any right angle triangle, the area of a sphere of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the area of the squares on the legs. That means they are asking that how do you are very sure that how you can be sure that the third side is largest one. This is what we're gonna do. We would be proving how we the property is here. Okay. Now I have drawn this triangle. You can see here on the image as well the same triangle which I drawn here. Okay. So, this triangle says the length of B. They have extended it towards while making it in a square shape, and from the three of the sides, then hypotenuse also they have converted into three-dimensional. You might know about the two-dimensional, three-dimensional, like in two-dimensional, like you are watching my face only here, that is two-dimensional. If you are sitting or standing with me, you might be viewing my all of the angles. Okay, left hand side, right hand, the entire body. So that would be the three-dimensional side. Okay. So in the case of that, they have given the area. When we put square on any term, then it is converted into the areas. Like a square is converted into the a square. That means the square they have used is having area of a square. Then b is having area of b square. Then c is having area of c square. This is a proof. I'll be showing you a video how we can prove this Pythagoras theorem. Then I'll be asking for the observation from you. Okay, so let's watch the video for this so that you can have a good idea about the same. Okay, let's watch a video. You watch it carefully. I'll be asking for the observation. So students, what you have observed from the video? Yes, what were your observation here? In the video you might have noticed that they have applied, they have put the water inside b square area and c square area, and what they did is they converted that water into the third side, that is a square, and they have compared and proved that b square and c square, summation of b square and c square is making the area equal to the a square. So we can prove that area of a b square plus c square would be equal to a square. Let me write it here. They have proved here. You can also do that this at home. You can make the model of this and try to perform it at your home. Yes. So you can say that while noticing on the image, just see how they have proved that b plus c equal to a. They have converted into the areas like b square plus c square equal to a square. Now we have done the properties which it says that summation of two triangle sides of a triangle is larger than the third one. So we can see that they have proved in this way that how we can take the areas of two sides, and we can prove it as the longest side is having the same area as to these two sides. Okay, so this is how the Pythagoras theorem has been proved with the help of that diagram, or we can say that model. You can also make and do the same. Okay, so now I hope you have understood about the Pythagoras theorem concept, also how we can prove it. So what you are reading in this blue box, in a right angle triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the legs. So what are the legs? Legs were the two sides, that was left hand side and the downward side, which is having the summation equal to the hypotenuse. Okay, yes, so this is what we have understood about. Now here's a question in front of you. I'm giving you a few seconds to think about it and try to solve it. You can solve it. I'm giving you a few seconds to solve it. Yes. Triangle ABC is right angle triangle at C. Now they have given that it is a right angle triangle at C. If AC equal to 5 centimeter, where already the diagram has been drawn in front of you, so it is not that is tough for you to solve. So yes, oh, sorry for that. Yes, BC is having 12 centimeter. You have to find the length of AB. Try to solve the length of AB. How you can solve it? Yes, you can take time and solve it. Okay, let me solve it for you if you are feeling it difficult. Let me use the size first. They have given us the two sides. Okay. Yes. They have given us two sides. In the previous one, I have shown you how they have proved it. So I would be writing it directly. That is A square plus BC square is equal to AB square. So this is what the Pythagoras theorem says because of Pythagoras theorem. Okay, this is how we can apply this directly. What is the measurement of AC? That is 5. So we would be applying square here. What is BC? 12. We would be applying square here. Then we don't know about the AB square, which we have to show. What is the square of 5? That is 25. 25. What about the 12? You can also count it if you haven't, if you don't know about it. Otherwise, you should be knowing it. You are now 7th class, so you should be having a count on your tips. Okay, so we can say that it is 144 equal to 80. Okay, so now we would be adding them. We would be writing AB square here. What would be the summation of 144 with 25? Yes. 9, 6, and 1. What do you think? What is the square root of 169? You can also solve with another example, another method which we have done in previous classes also. What do you think? What is the square root of this? Do you know this? If you don't know, we would be solving this method in future. So, but you should be knowing this because from 3rd, 4th standard you have learned what are the square roots of these. So the square root of 13 is 169. So we know the appropriate answer directly, that would be the 13 centimeter. So this is how we have achieved the length of this triangle, that is 13 centimeters. Okay, so if you have also thought to solve it in a same manner, so applaud for yourself, you have tried to solve it very accurately. Yes, this is how you can solve the questions from your textbook as well. Okay, so now let us conclude our chapter. Today we have learned about right angle triangles. First of all, what are right angle triangles? Right angle triangles are those who are having the perpendicular line, or we can say that it is having an angle, one angle of 90 degree. Okay, then we have learned about the Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? In which how there are two things, that is hypotenuse and legs. Hypotenuse is the longest side and legs are the two sides which are remaining in a triangle. So the both are called as legs. Then after that we have proved the Pythagoras theorem. How we have proved it? With the help of watching a video. Also you can make the model also, like the way they have made model, that was quite, that could be quite difficult for you to make. Otherwise what you can do is you can use the uh, you can use the cardboard and make the structure of that in same. First of all you would be drawing a triangle, and you can make the square over here and put some grains in it to check that in actual do the area of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the two legs. You can prove that with the help of the model, or if you will be making, so you can take help from your elder sister and brother or family. Okay, so here's a question you would be solving, that is PQR is a triangle, right angle at P. So P is making the angle, that is 90 degree. If PQ is equal to 10 centimeter and PR is equal to 24 centimeter, find QR. How you would be solving it? Yes, by the help of Pythagoras theorem. Yes, of course. If we are aware about the two sides in a right angle triangle, then we can find the third side with the help of the Pythagoras theorem, where we know that the sum of the two legs is equal to the square of hypotenuse. Okay, so this is how we can put the values and solve this question. So here's a homework in front of you. You can easily solve these questions now. Yeah, the triangles are also given to you. You can solve it, and here's an activity which is quite an interesting. You can solve it and do it at your home. If you feel like you are facing any problem, you can ask directly from me, or you can discuss it with your friends. Okay, so do your homework positively. So that's all for the class. So thank you so much, students. Thank you for giving the attention. Thank you.